Huh?
He was on a roll, bro. You fucked it up, bro.
We on?
Yep.
Yes, that's hey, bro. That's fucked up, bro.
I forgot to undeafen. I have a lot of buttons to click. We're good though.
Tim, that was fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm sure it was fire.
That was probably the best one Tim ever did too. Like seriously, that was probably the best one Tim ever did, and you just fucked it all up. Damn,
It's frozen at this point.
I'm sorry, Tim.
Anyway, welcome everyone. Is there more behind the story of female content creators on Twitch and OnlyFans platforms? Could the first ever NFL owner get voted out? And last year's college basketball Cinderella is atop the Associated Press poll. We are the Brothers Chatter, where we talk about and we answer the question of what do girls say to guys with big dicks? Nothing?
I don't have one, so I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't think you guys would know. So moving on.
A lot of girls saying that 8 inches is too much. 6 inches is just enough.
They just fall. They just fall to their knees and praise me.
I hear a lot of girls say that I'm just fine.
Oh, Emperor.
I mean, I don't know. Like McDermott, won't you try?
Yeah, I didn't think you'd know.
Into your ass, see if it hurts. We'll go from there.
I can't. I've been having some problems up there lately.
You know why? Because you haven't been fingering your ass in the shower.
I have, and that was my problem, bro. I must have had some leftover shit up there the past 2 days, and I've literally been fingering the shit out of it to get out.
It's funny you say that because I did have a thing I was going to do for a shower thoughts video because I haven't done any TikToks in a while because fuck it, I don't feel like it. Fuck you.
Fuck who?
His fans, anybody. I guess. I don't know.
Whoever the fuck wants to say anything about it, I could give two shits. But since you're talking about fingering your asshole, now that we think about it, how do blind people know when to stop wiping?
Smell.
Be my first guess.
It'd be like an assumption thing, like with Sixth Sense. I think it's one of those you kind of know.
Yeah, I think because listen, when I'm wiping my ass, I don't go by feel. Like obviously I go by look, but you know when I'm dry, I'm done. But you know there's a certain amount of wipes with each shit, and I think at this point your body just knows what type of shit it is and how many wipes you're gonna need.
Depending on what I've been eating.
The toilet paper is a factor too, whether you got single ply or 2-ply.
I think they have Braille on their toilet paper, and they just feel the Braille to see if there's shit on it or not.
Right, so they still have to feel. That's still gross.
Well, I mean, they're blind. They don't give a fuck. They're
depending on what.
It's not gross.
Depending on my diet.
Shit.
What do you mean?
I mean, to you,
Craig,
it's your
you finger your shit?
I don't get down with that kinky shit.
Try not to.
That is gross to me too. I'm not.
Try
I
not
want
to.
Finger paint with my shit.
Depending on your diet, though, I mean, sometimes you need those extra wipes. That's why I use wet wipes, or those disposable wipes. They are pretty nice.
What are they called?
Dude wipe, but don't flush those. You gotta throw them away.
No, I don't. I don't use those.
No, they say you can, but bro, I've seen people on fucking like TikTok and like YouTube and shit that said, "Hey, dude wipes, I'm glad that you say it's flushable, but you forget to tell us you still want it."
That's total.
Yeah,
they will fuck up your toilet.
Fuck their septic. Yeah, they fuck their septic systems up.
I mean, mine's still.
You get that fucked up, that's thousands of dollars.
For now.
So, speaking of full of shit, our first topic for the day. Popular Twitch streamer.
You're on a roll today.
Amaranth? I'll be honest, I don't know who the fuck this is, but it has what? Amaranth.
But hold on, after you saw her picture, tell me that you did not kind of go like jerk it to her though.
Well, I mean, she does have really big. She has really big eyeballs that are kind of nice. The makeup, up here is probably needed. you know,
Right.
probably has
That's what her husband said too.
probably to cover up some black eyes, I would imagine.
She deserves
So,
it.
Tim, you could just say she's got nice
probably.
boobies. That's all you got to say.
Elaborate, McDermott.
Oh, yes, she does.
I'll let him
I
finish.
didn't even notice. Huh. But anyway, so this person, whoever she is claiming, she went public claiming that she's the victim of an abusive relationship, and apparently nobody knew that she was married.
Facts.
I don't think anybody really gives a shit. While on her live stream, she had a conversation with her husband on speakerphone while she was crying, and then also showed text messages of this toxic relationship. She claims that he has threatened to kill her dogs, take all of their money, and has forced her to stream. Apparently, she's one of those who's done the hot tub streams.
Yes.
So that's all I have for this. So carry on, because I really don't give a shit about this.
Red flag number one,
Sunbathing
the hot
and
tub.
all of that. So anyway, basically what it is, I mean, this is a lot of people do give a shit about it. This is Twitch drama, Twitter drama, people who, you know, spend their entire lives on the internet all day. They know who she is. They're the ones who do give a shit about it. Not old people. They probably wouldn't. But not a whole lot has come out about this, but yet it's solved within a day or whatever. So she started out as an ASMR streamer. If people don't know what ASMR is, it's basically guy or girl gets one streaming service and has a weird microphone that can hear, like, you know, all the little clicks and clacks of your teeth, and I guess guys like get off to that shit, or some people go to sleep to it, but basically it's just you put your headphones on and you hear all those sounds in your headset, and people get off to that. So then she went on to the hot tub stuff when she started, you know, making more money, all that, and then I'm pretty sure she has an OnlyFans now.
Well, no, she does. She's the #1 seller.
Exactly. So there you go.
Wonder why.
Exactly.
She's
Her
live.
eyeballs.
Yeah, it's her eyeballs.
I'd say it's your eyeballs. They are pretty nice.
So
Nice and perky, pretty
all
big
this-
and round and voluptuous.
all this stuff came out about her
Redneck
husband,
period.
and she blasted it live on her stream. About the abuse that she's went through. I mean, you can find it all on Twitter.
Well, let's when you say abuse, you throw around abuse. Like she was going through that motherfucker never hit her.
No. I'm just
Never hit her. Never hit her.
It was verbal abuse, mental abuse is what she's claiming.
She always
I
looked
didn't-
happy to me.
Yeah, well, I think the mental abuse was like, you know, threatening her dogs or whatever, or taking her money, or, you know, attacking her social media accounts. Here's my issue. I'm not saying she wasn't abused. I'm not saying that at all. But it's hard to believe whenever just today it was announced, like a little over 24 hours after she spilled the beans about it. All of a sudden now she has access back to her social media accounts again because he was in control. So if it took you less than a day to get access back to all of your social media accounts, why did you wait until now? This whole time. This whole time she was forced to say that she was single, forced to wear the clothes that she wore, forced to do hot tub streams, whatever. Why did you wait until now? Why did you wait? And why the person, what was it, her social media manager or producer or whatever, editor, knew about it the whole time and he didn't say anything? So, I mean, he's just as guilty as they are.
The whole thing looked fake to me.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
when that shit came out, bro. Like, here's my thing: if you're worried about your dogs, why haven't you just got your dogs and left already? Like, if that was your main concern,
Yeah, fuck
just
that bitch.
get your dogs
Get
and
your-
leave.
Get your shit. Get the fuck out of there.
And then like the money, like him, like her saying like he'll leave her with $1 million. Oh, fuck! God damn, I'm so broke. I can't just go show my titties on OnlyFans and make more fucking money.
Exactly.
Fuck!
I got $1 million
No,
sitting in my bank account.
Think about this. Think about this.
First world problem.
She went from being the #1 OnlyFans content creator, probably the #1 streamer. Let's be honest. She probably was the #1 viewed streamer for a long time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Now, other girls who are just as hot, who have no gaming ability, who just like to show their titties and get on Twitch, are now coming up to the ranks with her.
Yes.
You know what? Hey, me and my husband suck. I don't really like him. I probably make more than money than he ever will in his life. She's probably getting tired of him. He's probably a little crazy. So why not just stir up this drama and put this out so I'm the #1 trending bitch again? And you know what? I guarantee you, if she hasn't streamed since that day, I guarantee you the next stream, she will make the most money on Twitch that stream. She will break
right.
XQC's records and all that,
When she
and will
streams
make
again?
the most. Yes.
She streamed either today or she was.
I guarantee you.
Wearing a sweater and normal clothes.
Exactly. So let this bitch with her
That's the
husband.
story.
She wants to show her shit off. This is her playing the victim again. Her saying, "Oh my god, look at me! I now can finally wear a comfortable sweatshirt and not shit." No, I guarantee you, next week at this time, that bitch will be back out. Her eyeballs showing, perky eyeballs blinking away.
Oh, yeah,
and
you blink away, you little.
she will
slut.
eyeball the fuck out of someone's wiener on OnlyFans. This bitch is the biggest fucking liar. Like,
She's gonna eyeball
I
fuck you.
cannot stand when somebody like this is saying fucking abuse. That is not abuse, bitch. That's just a bad relationship.
Yes, toxic, bad relationship. you let get too far, because I'm not like, maybe in the beginning he wasn't that, but there's a point in time whenever you can let that go too far, and especially
Yeah.
if other people already know about it. Obviously, it wouldn't be that bad. Like, you had another dude, unless like he was getting paid on the side like extra money to keep that shit hush hush. But no.
You just don't. And I mean, at least 3 of us have been in a career where we can see like what abuse does to people, like shit like that. You just don't go from being abused and that severe to all of a sudden you're now saying it to what 40-some thousand people live on stream, what he does, and you share everything and you cry about it. Like that doesn't fit the bill of I'm abused now. Let me put this live on stream because I'm so terrified. Let me put it to where my husband can see it. Like that just doesn't fit the bill.
I'm not gonna
So
lie.
this is my. Go ahead, Craig.
I'm not gonna lie, honestly, Tim. I'm kind of in the same boat with this. I really don't give a shit about this run myself personally. Until I saw the second video, the second day or second whatever videos. The first video, I'm like, I said, if this is legit, this guy needs to be in the fucking jail, okay? But honestly,
For what?
after watching, well,
For what?
I personally will never talk to a girl like that, even if I'm pissed off at her.
But I'm agreeing.
Wait.
But for what? But for what?
But just
What he do illegal? What's he do illegal?
well,
that he goes
I'm
to
not
jail?
saying it's more of a respect issue when it comes to it, with me at least. But when I saw the second video, I'm like, yeah, I'm not buying. Like I said, I'm not buying this because honestly, as far as I'm concerned with this chick here, honestly, I really just don't believe in the video. I think it is bullshit. This girl, honestly, if you fake this video, you just got the Oscar, okay? Because you were really putting up a performance with that. But I mean, I'm not buying this. I really am not.
She ain't the only one. Listen,
I know, and that's the sad part. She's not the only one who's trying this.
I'm
bullshit.
not, content creators, streamers, YouTubers, they're very good at
manipulating the truth.
manipulation. They're very good at spinning shit.
That's
for
why
clicks.
That's why I said after that second video, I'm like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. I smell bullshit.
I mean,
Just
a month ago, there was a whole Twitter blow up of a lot of the top streamers on Twitch that are all supposed to be friends or whatever, and all their fucking dirty laundry was being blasted on Twitter, and now nothing. You don't see nothing about it, and guess what? You go watch them on YouTube, go watch them on Twitch or whatever. They haven't gotten hurt.
And now that you say that, though, let's put it in a custom. So this was over a course of a month that they all do that, right? So in her eyes, and let's be honest, she didn't start OnlyFans. She started with the you know,
Yes.
and like guys just donated their money because they thought they were getting a blowjob in the mic.
Exactly.
So,
so that's what that's
yes,
supposed to be like.
It didn't work. I listened to it.
Yeah,
I couldn't get off.
You get those
But
strange,
Weird.
you get the strange.
she didn't get my money.
You get the strange God, and the girl sounded like that. God will throw
So-
any desperate man will throw any
But
kind
she
of money
saw the publicity that those 5 to 6 streamers got from that whole sexual assault blame shit that was going around, and her being the money making bitch that she is, I'll give it to her. I think she is smart. She knows she's fucking sexy. She's fucking weird, and she knows she can make money. So why not use this? This is the biggest thing. A female being fucking mentally fucking, you know, harassed and shit by her so-called
And all
husband.
these guys
and,
wanting to play the
Help
hero
her,
and
yes.
save her. Oh,
yes,
that sounds like a
Yes.
familiar story.
We've seen
Huh.
this
Yeah.
movie before.
Exactly. So
But the-
here's my challenge for little Amethyst here, or whatever the fuck her name is. Here's my challenge. So
Tim, I think you hate her
her
more
outfit.
Than, I think you hate her more
No,
than
I
anybody
just
here.
I don't like fake. I've
I
never
don't. I
liked
agree.
fake.
I agree with you.
So apparently, today she was just in regular clothes, no makeup, right?
Yeah,
On her
apparently
stream.
sweatshirt.
Do that every fucking day. I challenge you. If you didn't want this, you were forced to do this from now on. Stream in normal clothes,
Don't do it.
bare minimum makeup, and all your fucking fans who are there for you still follow you, or else you're all full of fucking shit. That's what I say.
You're even
Here's
dumber.
what I
if you-
say.
You're even
Here's my-
dumber if you throw money at.
Here's
the
my
bitch.
final take.
Exactly.
Even dumber. Real fucking dumb.
This whole thing, you know, I don't understand why she's coming out and saying all the abuse. I would keep fucking rolling with it because I'm telling you right now, if I had tiny waist, big ass, big tits, and
Both ACLs.
and I look and fuck you, and I look good, I would be in a hot tub. I would be out on a fucking towel in the sun, sunbathing. She did that too, apparently. But I would be doing that all day. You know, reading the comments, answering all that shit, because that's literally all they do. You know, you got your fucking creeps that come in too, but
And
so the fuck what? If you're gonna pay me money to sunbathe, I'll fucking do it. I'll do it in a fucking heartbeat.
She's going
And
back
that's
to it, bro.
all it takes. Because think about it.
She's
No,
building
she's
up right
not.
now.
She was a victim, man. She's not going to do that anymore. She's out
Yeah.
from underneath of his grasp. She doesn't know she doesn't need to go back to that.
If like
Yeah.
it takes a certain kind of person.
Wow.
It takes a certain kind of person for a guy to be popular on Twitch. You know, like guys like Tim the Tap Man, they're just naturally like entertaining. But other people trying to make it big, like you get no views or anything like that because you just play games or you try and talk to people. You're a funny person, but like
What can I do to
when
spice
you
it up?
have exactly
Facts.
What can I do to
what can you
spice
do,
it up?
McDermott?
That's why I'm going to only recording videos only, but
Hey, no, you and me, you know, we'll play some Call of Duty in our fucking bathing suits. Let's do it.
Don't worry.
yeah,
don't
but
worry.
Nipples out and everything.
I don't
Nipples out and
have
everything.
big, beautiful.
You do
I
have
think they're
beautiful
eyes.
beautiful. I think they're beautiful.
Thank you.
I love your eyes.
Oh,
And I love the way you know your tattoos run over them.
I've been told I had wonderful eyes.
I do. I really do.
now I know you're lying.
No, I do. I'm being
Wait.
serious. I'm being serious.
You're
tattoos
just
on your
as bad
eyeballs.
as her. You're just as much of a
no,
liar as
I'm
she is.
being serious right now.
Dude, she lies about fucking abuse and you lie about my body. Wow, two in
I'm
the same.
being serious. I like the way your tattoos run over your beautiful.
Hey, what kind of
voluptuous-
does does she have?
I don't know.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
no,
if
my
they were like
dog's
little
better.
dogs, if
Probably-
they were little dogs, I would say I would just let them kill them.
Right.
I would have
Probably,
Yeah.
voted to kill them.
probably fucking chihuahuas.
And I
Yeah.
challenge her husband. You
Person.
want Michael Vick the shit out them dogs for her fucking exposing you.
No balls.
No.
Put
Bottom,
some balls on you.
bottom line, this
Speaking-
girl, that girl will be like I said. You said she was in a hoodie and normal clothes. Don't worry, she'll be out
Yeah.
there. She'll be out there in Daisy Dukes with a bikini top on, looking like,
Facts.
with makeup on, like it just got done by Joint the Clown.
Facts.
True. So speaking of a big set of balls,
What balls?
NFL owners met today for their annual fall meeting. Rumors have circulated that the owners plan to vote Dan Snyder out of the league, the owner of the Washington Commandos. This was not on the agenda today, apparently, but I'm sure there was some private discussions going on. From a source at ESPN, Snyder apparently has claimed that he has dirt on several NFL owners. All this in the wake of accusations involving financial improprieties and sexual harassment. Snyder's not currently permitted to represent the team at any meeting, but in order for Snyder to actually be voted out, 24 votes in the affirmative would be needed. So
the NFL just proved to me today that they're crooked as fuck. Also, because the NFL promised,
all of these leagues are crooked, not just the NFL.
The NFL promised that none of those names would come out that would be testifying against Dan Snyder. And you know what the NFL did? Gave Dan Snyder the fucking names. You know why? Because Dan Snyder has emails and fucking dirt on Roger Goodell himself. So the Roger Goodell said, "Hey, to save the league, we'll go ahead and just tell you who's snitching on you from your own organization, and just don't come after me, please." Like, so yeah, I mean,
they're all fucking dirty.
I don't see him actually being voted out, because in order to reach that number, that means that a majority of the owners in the NFL can't be dirty, and I'm going to say a majority of the owners are probably on Dan Snyder's emails. So
it says when it comes to the league, the league requires 24 of the 32 owners to approve the such vote, which has never been done at the NFL level.
That's I was just reading. One owner basically is ready to kick his ass. I don't know if you guys heard about this. There's already one owner who's ready to kick his ass out of town, and that's the owner of the Indianapolis Colts, Jim Irsay, who basically says there is merit. There's merit to oust owner Dan Snyder.
But somebody else has to represent the team. Like, you had to bring in like a shareholder. Like, I don't see how you can force somebody to sell their business either. Like,
yeah, well, his wife's doing all that stuff right now, right?
His wife's doing more business than anything. I didn't mean to cut you off, Montgomery.
No, I'm thinking that maybe that's what they would mean is like, hey, like, you're not going to be able to represent this team anymore. Like, you can still make money from them or do whatever, but like, you're not going to be allowed to do NFL shit. Because I don't see how they can say that you can't own a team that you own. Like, it's like,
yeah, what are they going to force you to sell it?
Yeah.
Well, the NBA did do it to Donald Sterling, but
he was a commissioner.
Yeah. Wait.
Donald Sterling was like a commissioner.
No, he was the owner of the Clippers. Remember before that, when all that racial shit.
And what they do, force him to sell?
They forced him. To sell.
He sold on his own though, because he knew that if he didn't sell on his own, his team was taking out. He was losing money.
Yeah, because
Dan Snyder at this point in time.
Clippers.
Yeah, Dan Snyder this time. You have what, 15 guys on an NBA roster that they all be like, hey, we're not playing. You're racist. Nobody on the Washington team is not going to sit out and say, hey, we're not playing, because he doesn't really do anything to the players. This is more behind the scenes.
We're not playing for you. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now.
How wild would that be? How wild would that be if you saw that on Sunday? If you saw that on Sunday, 52 guys come out and say, we ain't playing for this motherfucker.
I saw an unknown name of an owner. They didn't release his name, but he said, hell no, I'm not voting to kick his ass out. He said, why will we? That's an easy win. He said he doesn't know how to draft, and he takes all the shitty players and trades for us. He said, why will we get rid of that idiot?
That was Jerry Jones, by the way.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm calling it right now. I was looking on the map trying to find where Epstein Island was, and I'm telling you right now, right next to that is Snyder's Island. It's called Soket and Snyder.
Probably. Like Roger Goodell probably took a visit there to look at underage boys ready for the NFL.
I think that's exactly.
He was just scouting.
All the young girls went to Epstein. All the young boys went to Snyder Island. Just saying. So. Could be interesting.
Do me with Dan Snyder, if they're not gonna, if they don't get up, Snyder, do me a favor. Take care of your fucking stadium. When you got people watching in your stadium, when one of your septic pipes breaks in front of it during a game and just pours down onto your fans, come on, man. That's just fucking.
Oh, I thought it was like that slime zone thing at Universal Studios.
No, that was shit water. That was shit and piss and God knows what falling down on them people. And that's your own home stadium too.
He releases everything he has, bro. I want to know the crookedness of the NFL.
It's all crooked, not just the NFL. It's all crooked. NBA, NHL, they're all crooked. All these major things going on with the.
I just want to know, like, the dirt. Like, we were so close to knowing the NBA dirt fully, now we're like this close to knowing all the NFL shit, bro. Like, I just want to know, like, is Jerry Jones like, fucking the cheerleaders, and is Roger Goodell, fucking, was Roger Goodell fucking Kyler Murray when he was a kid? Like, I want to know this shit.
I'd be curious to see what the info would be if he leaked it out. He's going to have shit to say about Jerry Jones. He's going to have shit to say about Jeff Lurie, who's the owner of the Eagles. Basically, all your division rivals. I'm like, it would be interesting if you heard I'm just throwing one out there. If you heard Mark Davis say that he went down on 16-year-old boys, which he may have did, but it's a possibility.
Fuck all the NFL right now, anyway.
Oh, don't be salty. You're just mad
because the Broncos got beat.
I'm not mad because the Broncos got beat at all. We're a trash team.
I'm
saying to Russell Wilson.
I'm willing to give a hand clap to the New York Giants, bro.
Yeah, I mean 5-1, but
they came back too. That was a good defense.
No love for Buffalo.
Right, it's expected from you. Let's be honest. Nobody thought the Giants were ever going to win 5 games.
Don't give me no finger. You're still out of Jersey.
My issue is
New Jersey Giants.
We're having a lot of referee, especially in the last couple of weeks. We're having a lot of bad referee calls.
Fuck the refs.
And I'm not saying that because my Broncos lost, because even if they wouldn't have called those bad calls, we still would have lost. We deserved to lose. Russell Wilson is playing like shit. The coach is a fucking moron.
No chemistry.
And there's no chemistry, and offense is not clicking. My problem is there's no consistency in the refereeing. The NFL doesn't want to say or do anything about it except for and that's it.
I can answer your problem to that real quick. You know why there's no consistency? Is because the NFL, the NFL, the rules, like for the officiating, like pass interference, like that tripping call that should have been called for fucking Josh Allen, pass interferences, holdings, all that is.
I'm sorry, the motherfucker should have got a flag.
In college and NFL, that is like there's no like gray line to that, right? It's all roughing the passer. It's all the same style of roughing the passer as roughing the passer. NFL, the referees, it's their opinion. That is how the NFL refs are told to do it, is by your opinion. So you're never going to have consistency because fucking what's that one ref Booger or whatever. He's a fucking idiot. He refs hella fucking Tennessee games.
Yes, he is.
That motherfucker doesn't know what the fuck holding is if it fucking hit him in the face, And then you have the other guy. Remember that one guy with the muscle? He was always flexing, the old guy.
Ed Hockley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was good. Like he knew he called consistent
was good.
Week in, week out. But that's the problem is you.
But then again, I wouldn't fuck with.
It's opinion.
But I want to answer.
It's opinion.
I want to answer.
And it's also. It's opinion, but it's also how quarterbacks take a hit. Some quarterbacks are able to get tackled and it doesn't look like it hurt. Other quarterbacks go down and go like a little bitch.
The Josh Allen hit when he got tripped on that last game Sunday, dude. Allen was flipping fucking shit. That was an obvious trip. That was an obvious trip.
But again, refs having the right for the gray area, how the NFL says to do it. That ref would have been like, "Oh, his leg just got out there. I'm not going to throw that because I don't want to throw that and then give them a first down." It could all. They're not going to, and that's why every year it's getting worse because every year it's more gray area for the refs, and the refs are obviously not going to throw flags. I mean, fuck, dude, you can probably call holding and pass interference on every fucking play.
Absolutely.
Especially holding.
Holding does happen every single play. It's just a matter of does the guy's arms extend.
It's just never called. And the fact what makes me mad about the situation when there's flags that don't get called or a flag that should have been called, and then a couple days later you hear on ESPN or NFL Network that the referees they talked to the referee and said, maybe I should have threw that flag. That did look like holding or pass interference or roughing the pass or whatnot. And the only thing they could ever say is sorry. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You could have threw it then, and it just makes the situation a whole lot worse. It's just a whole bunch of political bullshit.
That's why you go to how college and high school refs are taught, and it's by the book. It's the same penalty for everything. It doesn't matter if you think it wasn't meant. If you don't think he meant to hit the quarterback, like it doesn't matter. It's pass interference. That's the end of the day. If you don't think he meant to run into it was close, you still throw the flag for defensive pass interference. I mean, I don't know how the fuck they ain't call that for never though. Jesus Christ.
But no, these penalties that they throw, a lot of it's just common sense shit. And I'm like, yeah, he did that, or there's no fucking way he did that. But these refs, I mean, it's all about the money. They're all fucking corrupt.
Well, I think the roughing the passer thing could be addressed very quickly. And I always thought that's kind of what it was anyway, to some degree.
If Danny's
If a quarterback, hold on, if a quarterback is in a passing motion, all right, they're getting ready to throw the ball. Anything below the knees should be off limits, and anything in the head should be just off limits. Anything else here, as far as how they throw them down, who gives a flying fuck? It's football.
It's football.
You have the ball in your hands, you're fair game. Knees them lower, and the head. Other than that, it's fair game.
I think if he still has the football, you can hit him in the fucking knees. It's football.
True.
Football's a game of physics. Velocity and speed equals violence. But nowadays, if Danny's a quarterback and if I'm Von Miller, I do that to him, I'm getting flagged 15 yards. I'm like, this is bullshit.
What Bradley Chubb did, and still called a flag.
Are you ready for some flag football? Maybe the Pro Bowl. Maybe the Pro Bowl's onto something. It's all going to be flag football.
Actually, there is no Pro Bowl this year. They're done with it.
I know, it's flag football.
It's flag football.
It's the skill challenges, which they're better to see anyway.
And flag football. I swear
It's
to
flag
God,
football. I wasn't joking. They're doing flag football.
It's really a flag football match for the Pro Bowl. Yeah.
But I think they could. I think it could be good. Just maybe have a couple NFL players in it, but bring some celebrities in, kind of like how
NBA,
they do with basketball, or
MLB.
The celebrity game where Kevin Hart's punk ass has to win every.
Yeah,
game.
or like we were talking about it.
Softball shit's the smartest thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah, make it fun. People, I would watch that. But what they do, I've never watched the Pro Bowl in all these years.
I've watched the skill challenges, but more. I think the skill challenges were better than the Pro Bowl itself because all the Pro Bowl is a glorified scrimmage.
I think you let Russell Wilson and Matt Ryan play in the Pro Bowl against each other and have a redemption in flag football, and see if I don't fall asleep this time. And then you let Denver coach.
Danny's just burning up to mention Russell Wilson right now. He's literally red in the fucking face.
I'm not pay that punter $245 million.
I'm not even that mad about Russell Wilson. That was the fucking Broncos' dumbass decision to pay him all that much. I'm just mad about the quality of football that we're getting right now. The product is garbage.
It's not going to change, bro. Because think about it.
I'm actually liking football this year.
NFL is going the same way NBA did. NBA there for forever was calling everything, and people stopped watching.
Not even that. It's not even the rest. I'm talking about the quality of play from the players too.
What,
and I'm not just mad because
they're lazy, or
I'm not just mad because the Broncos are shit. I don't care. I watch whatever game is on TV, whatever game I can watch. But whenever I sit there and watch a game, 3 Thursdays in a row that is fucking garbage, and then you had fucking just players just fucking are acting lazy, being paid all this fucking overpaid. But before I never bitched about them being overpaid because it's entertainment. It's entertaining. We're allowing it to happen. But if you're gonna pay all that money, or if you're going to get paid all that money, then you need to produce a certain way. And I'm sorry, but I've seen a lot of lazy football this year.
Curious, who's a prime example of that? There are players who get paid a lot of money and actually go out there and earn their keep. But I was just curious off top of my, just curious on what player that you think is.
I mean, there's nothing in particular. I'll turn on every single week whatever games on TV that I can watch. Usually it's CBS.
That's the problem, though.
CBS or Fox. Thursday games. Everybody who's played Thursday games, the Broncos, they look fucking lazy. Whenever I was watching, and I mean, I know it's the Bears and Commanders, but that game, they just look lazy. Like, you're getting paid all this money, and you're not even trying.
They said playing in the NFL was a privilege. Oh, bullshit.
I agree with you to an extent, but I think, the problem is, too, some of the, obviously in our area, we're going to get the fucking Washington Commanders, the Ravens, the Steelers. Let's be honest, 2 of those 3 teams are down. So it's watching the Washington Commanders is fuck, gouge my eyes out. And watching the Steelers is fuck, gouge my other eye out. It's fuck those 2 teams.
But I mean, sad. What is impressive?
I enjoyed the Ravens and Giants game because, there was times it's fuck, but it's yo, back and forth. Giants end up coming back in the end, winning. Every Tennessee game, even if we've lost when we played the Bills, I still enjoyed watching them because it's
Sorry.
But I can see your point. Like, there are, like, I think they did terrible. And this is the problem. This is why I hate that the NFL releases the schedule before even week 1 gets going. Like, I think you shouldn't know 5 weeks ahead of what's going to happen. Like, who's going to get that Thursday night game or that Monday night? Because they're thinking, all right, Matt Ryan, brand new to the Colts. Russell Wilson, $245 million. This is going to be the game, man. We're putting him on Monday night, Thursday night, and then it's not working out. Now you're stuck with Russell Wilson playing Monday nights and Thursday night football because he was the big deal in the offseason.
Then who thought the Bears and Commanders were a good idea?
Because the Bears at the beginning of this, sorry, Tim, the Bears at the beginning of the season were supposed to be like clicking. They're supposed to be one of the top ones in the division right now, and it's not working out for them. That's what I'm saying. The Commanders would then bring in, yes, before the season started, the Bears were projected to be a playoff contending football team.
Brand new coach, Justin Fields, in the sophomore year.
They said Justin Fields coming in sophomore year. He learned the offense last year. He started making improvements during the season. Blah, blah, blah. And then you got the Commanders. Hey, they're bringing in Carson Wentz. They drafted this rookie running back, man. Like, you know, McLaurin's going to go off. Yeah, like, that's
the thing is, Thursday night games have always been not, I mean, it's prime time, but they've always been the teams that don't get to play on prime time. So you see, like, your Jets, the Dolphins of a couple years ago, the Browns. Those Thursday night games have always been that way, with the occasional good game in there.
Yeah, I agree. The Thursday nights are usually still like
mediocre.
Your Miami versus Pittsburgh. Usually have that good team on, and then like the team who doesn't get. But like Monday nights have sucked this year too, though.
Oh no,
Monday nights used to get
Look at them.
Monday nights used to get such an awesome. They used to get more respect than what the games were being played on Sunday.
I used to enjoy Monday night football.
Me personally, honestly, if they got rid of Thursday night football, I wouldn't be upset. Honestly, because like you said, honestly, the Thursday night games, it's your mediocre teams. You got your Jets, you got your Jags, you got your Texans, and every once in a great while, you'll get two teams that people actually give a shit for.
I think they do this. I think they get rid of Monday Night Football.
They'll never do that.
No, but listen, hear me out. What does the average American work? They work morning shifts, correct? Like they get up early in the morning. To me, Monday Night Football is hard for me to go because I'm staying up to watch Sunday Night Football. Because Sunday Night Football is usually a good game. Yeah. You know, 90% of the time this season has been a good game.
Sunday Night Football has surpassed Monday Night Football.
So now it's like, fuck, you're staying up. The game comes on 8:20 Eastern time. We're not getting that game done till like 11:30, 12. If you're getting up early for work, bro, that's a long ass. You're not getting much sleep. Then turn around. Monday night comes. Oh shit! You know, half the time I'm falling asleep by the end of the first quarter. Yeah. Then it comes to Thursday night. It's like, fuck, man. It's Friday. I would be more inclined to do Sunday Night Football. And then you make Thursday Night Football the big shebang to start off the fucking week. You know what I mean? Like, boom, Thursday Night Football, man. We have Bills, Chiefs, Thursday Night Football. That should be a Thursday Night Football game. You know? I don't know why we're doing Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night, and then people have to stay up for that shit. Like, that kills people.
That's why I say, honestly, when it comes to Thursday night games, if there was you're never going to get rid of Sunday and you're never going to get rid of Monday. That's why I say if they got rid of Thursday night games, honestly, I'm not going to bat an eye about it. Like, okay, that's fine. But honestly, the NFL is going to make money just to spite itself. They want a game, but at the same time, they want a good story. Prime example, not Buffalo and Kansas City. Last year's playoff game. Oh, let's make this a primetime game. We got to put these guys together and see who happens here. But it's money, it's ratings, but it's...
And don't forget, sometimes even later in the season, we get Saturday games too.
Yeah.
Especially around the holidays. Yeah, Christmas, you always get a game that Saturday.
I don't get... I know deep down, like I know they'll never ditch the Monday night. But like to me, it's like, all right, like that's the start of your week, man. You already got people staying up for Sunday night. Make the games earlier at least. Be like, hey, we're gonna start this shit at 7 instead of fucking 8. You know, like let me get to bed by 10 something, please.
They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit because they figure you're going to watch the game one way or the other. They don't care what.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Yep.
My ass is done. Like if I stay up for Sunday night football and Monday night, I don't do Thursday night. If I stay up for Sunday night, I don't do, and I'm like, because I think Tennessee got a Thursday night game, I won't watch that Monday night because I'm not doing that to myself 3 days out of that fucking week staying up late as shit.
I was falling asleep last night in the first quarter. I was tired.
I went to bed at the first quarter because the guy who I was counting on to get points for me to win my fantasy game got hurt from a non-offensive injury. So Kelly. So I threw my phone and I yelled a lot of slurs and I went to bed. It wasn't the N-word, surprisingly, Craig. I yelled. Slurs. I may have yelled some homophobic slurs at him. And I may or may not have said I wish Jeffrey Dahmer would come back from the grave and eat your fucking black heart out.
Yummy.
That's crazy, man. And to prove how nuts the NFL's getting, I just read on here on my phone just now. Did you know next year the NFL's going to have a game played on Black Friday next year? On Black fucking Friday.
They're also extending. I think by 2024 they're now playing in different. I think Mexico City's going to have a game.
Mexico in a couple years.
Mexico City's had a game for the last couple years, actually.
But I think they're getting a contract for 3 years. London still, and then there was another one somewhere.
They're doing a game in Germany in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And they
said
they're
going to do a game in Russia.
And they said they're trying to get a game in Japan.
Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew.
They'll lock them up over there, and we'll be all chanting "Free whoever, free the team."
Yeah, watch Mahomes gets locked up.
Hashtag free Brittany Griner. Yeah, but we'll bring him out.
We want him. We like male sports. We support.
Yeah,
that.
I think males should only be referees in male sports too, and females only in female sports.
I don't care what anybody says. Brittany Griner, that's somebody's husband. That's
might be.
Alrighty.
So, I mean, like that's a man in that dress. That's somebody's father.
Hey, bro, was that the blueberry muffin? Oh, that shit was good, though, wasn't it?
So,
fire.
More in sports.
You didn't look at the neck.
More in sports. University of North Carolina Tar Heels find themselves back atop the Associated Press's preseason poll at number 1 for a record 10th time, surpassing fuck the Duke Blue Devils. Last year's Cinderella story, Tar Heels came into the national tournament as a measly 8th seed as they finished outside of the top 25 during the regular season. But as many of us know, they finished the regular season on a high note as they defeated longtime rival, the Duke Blue Devils, in Coach K's final home game. Loved it. Loved every moment of it.
You are the biggest Coach K hater in the world. But then again, I don't
damn
like,
right I am. I'm a Tar Heels fan.
Then again, I don't like the sumbitch either. I think he's a fucker.
So as we know in the national tournament, UNC, who didn't really have that high of expectations, started off by beating number 1 seed Baylor in overtime. Followed that victory with wins over UCLA and St. Peter's to advance to the Final Four, where they faced the Duke Blue Devils yet again, and won based off of the shooting of a good player here, seen here in the picture, Caleb Love. He put up 28 points. Of course, as we know, they lost in the national championship game to the other number 1 seed, Kansas, which was really disappointing because Tar Heels had a pretty big lead going into halftime, but yeah, Kansas was able to shut him down. Of course, Tar Heels big man, Armando Bacot, did get injured and missed most of the second half because early in the game they were not able to shut him down. But things looking good for Tar Heels. 4 of their 5 starters are back from last year, and yeah, could be interesting.
Tim, how big's your erection right now?
Longhorn.
North Carolina. I'm just
curious. Pretty big. Because I kind of stopped watching them for a couple years.
Longhorns, baby, Longhorns.
Is Texas even ranked? They're ranked 12th, actually.
Why
on
do you
this
root
list.
for Texas?
Why do you think?
What's wrong with Texas?
Biggest athlete to come out of Texas fucking football and biggest athlete to come out of Texas basketball. Can you name them?
Vince Young.
Okay, football. KD, baby. KD came from the long haul.
Wait a minute.
So before Vince Young, who did you
Ricky
root for?
Williams?
Nobody.
Oh, okay.
Vince Young.
You look like you were a
Fell in love
Miami
with
fan.
Vince Young over.
Fuck no.
Hey. They're coming back. Don't worry. In about 25 years.
No, they're not.
If I will say, if I couldn't root for my Hurricanes, I would be a Texas fan. I would.
Longhorn, baby.
I would be a Texas. I would be a Texas. In
Yeah.
football, yes. In football, I would root for Texas. Is that
Ray Lewis.
Shoot, some of them teams back in the day, honestly, with Miami, they could beat most of the pro teams' asses back then.
I would too, bro. They carried guns on the field. They were ghetto as fuck.
We don't know that.
Bro, they were Aaron Hernandez and people before Aaron Hernandez was fucking born.
Supposedly.
Hell yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah, I'm excited for Tar Heels here, though. I've been wanting to get back in basketball.
I'm not sleeping.
I've been wanting to get back in.
I'm not sleeping on Gonzaga. I'm not sleeping on Gonzaga.
Well, yeah, you can. I mean, what are they? Number 2?
Yep.
I would say they're number 2.
Yeah, everybody.
Last year's national championship was really good. Not just because I'm a Tar Heels fan, but it was just a good tournament in general.
The last couple years, the championship game. The last couple years, they've actually all been pretty decently. There's never been like any blowouts or anything in the title games. In the title
I imagine with NC getting that year last year. I mean, they started off rough.
Yeah, they did.
But with that growth, I mean, they're probably top 4 seed easy come tourney time. No injuries and shit. But yeah, I'm excited.
Like I said, I'm looking at this list here too. Honestly, like I said, Gonzaga you can't sleep on. Houston you can't sleep on. I don't trust Kansas. I never have trust Kansas. And Duke, I don't expect to even be in the top 25 after the first month of when the season gets rolling.
Yeah, we'll see where Duke goes.
I don't believe in Duke.
Now that Coach K is officially gone.
He is officially out.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Duke's going to be like the Patriots when Tom Brady left. It's going to be the fall of Rome, and it's going to be the same thing for Duke.
Well, the problem is Duke will still attract top athletes.
Oh yeah. They always will.
Some of those 5-star recruits that they would get because of them wanting to play for Coach K. Why would you go play? I don't even know who the replacement coach is, but
yeah.
Well,
why would you go play there? If you're a 5-star recruit, you went to Duke because Coach K is going to get you to the NBA.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Why not go to North Carolina where Roy Williams is going to get you to the NBA? Go to Kansas, Kentucky, Nope, Duke's not going to be the first stop now for a lot of these big name guys. Like, they're still going to have a good basketball team because it's Duke basketball.
Well, now with Coach K out of the picture, with Duke, it's more people they got these recruiters all come to Duke. It's going to be now more the mystique of Duke. It's the history that they produce. Well, now that
players
Coach K
can get offered money though.
Yeah,
now that college gives you money though. You gotta think when you think academics though, Duke is still one of the leading academic colleges in fucking America.
They are.
Well,
they got the fucking money.
There's several different schools here that got a bunch of money on this list. You got Texas, you got Tennessee, you got Alabama, you got Michigan.
You also have another
they all
one
got
that
money.
Have produced a lot of good NBA players in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
They still have a great basketball program, so they're going to attract a lot of the big
UCLA.
And as much as I don't like Duke, I don't want Duke to suck. I mean, UNC Duke rivalry, I don't care what you say, is the biggest rivalry in college basketball. I don't want that rivalry to go away. So I want Duke to still be good.
Sports rivalries, honestly, I'd put that in like my top 5 of all time in all sports of the best rivalries in the world is North Carolina and Duke basketball. That's top 5.
Villanova's another one.
Well, Kentucky's going to slide. Kentucky's going to slide down a little bit. Because Kentucky is also shifting more towards college football now too.
I noticed that.
So they're starting to put a little more money into that college football program and taking some away from that basketball. Like it's not going to be much, but
I never used to think North Carolina would produce. When I saw North Carolina was putting up a football team, I'm like, And now they're
They've had
actually
some
being,
good
and
teams
now they're
in the
actually
past.
now they're actually being pretty decent when it comes to it. I'm like, wow, North Carolina's more than known than just basketball. They got a football team in there too.
From the 80s and 90s, another one. Great basketball program, and they could be on the rise as Indiana.
Yeah, old Hoosiers.
Oh,
I mean, they've been all right. It's not like it's just why. The problem with college is the same with you having some NFL markets, man. It's like
college football's
do I
beyond.
go to Indiana and drink beer in a cornfield when I'm from, fucking city? Or do I go to Duke and fuck hella white girls? Yeah, I'm going to Duke.
I mean,
fucking hella white bitches.
There's hella white girls in Indiana too.
Yeah, but they don't like the basketball players, bro.
I will say a dark horse. I will say in this list, honestly, I'm still holding on to hope for Villanova. I'm still.
Well, yeah, they're not going anywhere. Can somebody look who's Duke's new coach? How both of y'all on your phones? Nobody fucking researched that yet?
And all these, there's a whole bunch of other teams that didn't even make the
Bastards.
top 25. UConn didn't make it. Purdue didn't make it.
UConn slid down a lot.
Ohio State, Florida, Notre Dame. Now fuck Notre Dame.
I don't think Notre Dame basketball has been competing.
No, they haven't been competing
for a few years.
Notre Dame hasn't been competing
in football.
They haven't been competing in football either. They're still getting bitch slapped.
John Shayer, former Duke All-American and two-time team captain.
I'm surprised JJ Redick didn't go over there.
He was one of their
I think he's going to the NBA.
This is his first head coaching job, period.
Well, if they brought him on as a head coach, to be the first one to replace
a legend like that.
It'd be interesting.
He probably fits the bill of a Coach K.
Well, I mean,
you hope so.
He was Duke's.
Danny's like, fuck him.
He was Duke's.
Tim's like, I'm sorry.
Special assistant coach, and the previous 3 years as associate head coach, whatever the fuck.
So Coach K knew he was coming to an end, and pretty much was like, "Hey, you're gonna learn under me for a couple of years."
And how many years was Coach K there, dude?
Over 30. Over 30 years.
This guy's.
I didn't realize how old Coach K was.
Yeah, this guy is 35. So if he does well, he'll be there just as long, probably.
He can't do any worse than what Brad Daugherty did after following up Dean Smith. Yeah. That guy sucked.
I'm still holding on. I'm still holding on to hope for my team. They sucked ass for years.
They're
not going to get shit. They ain't going to get nowhere.
Because Maryland ain't going.
Georgetown, baby.
Georgetown ain't shit.
Somebody get a hold of what was his name? The guy who Gary Williams. Get a hold of Gary Williams. We need him back.
Is he even still alive?
I don't care if he's 95 years old. We need him.
How was Maryland last year?
Bad.
Hard to say.
No, more bad. They have a good team. It's just
they didn't make the tournament.
That conference is fucking rough, bro.
What conference are they in now?
Maryland.
Big Ten.
That's what I thought.
But I thought their basketball was in a different one.
Oh, is the basketball different than football?
I don't think they have to all go to the same one. Maybe they do. I think you're right, because I think Maryland football wanted to move, and basketball's like, yo, why? Like, we're in a competing conference in the ACC for basketball at the time. They didn't want to. Big Ten. That's what it was. Football wanted to make the jump to the Big Ten.
Basketball
because ACC because ACC football is like
ACC is always good for basketball.
Yeah,
but football sucks. Yeah,
so I think that's why, because now that they're competing in the Big Ten, it's like now the Big Ten is actually pretty good in basketball also. So
it's pretty funny considering the fact, honestly, basketball, the division, it's the ACC. You can't touch it. With football, it's the SEC. It's I just think that's very interesting. The fact when it comes to two sports, who's king shit when it comes to it. Even though Alabama got bitched by Tennessee.
I don't know.
Yeah. ACC. So when it comes to schools, it's something we haven't talked about recently because you haven't heard much about it.
Blah, blah, blah.
School shootings hasn't been much in the news lately, but apparently just a couple days ago, and I'll be honest, this really hasn't been covered in the news. Not any big news outlets. I don't know. Apparently, this is a vice principal at a school in Ohio.
Former vice principal.
Yeah, probably former. Apparently there was 4 teenagers that were armed, and police had been contacted, were aware of the situation. The vice principal basically let them into the school, knowing that everything else was locked down, to the vestibule, to so that they would be protected from the police, because this individual knew the police was coming.
They were his plug.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. They were his plug.
Yo, I looked farther into that thing than what you sent, Tim. And one, it is crazy that this is not being covered by CNN, Fox. Like, nobody's covering this
I have
shit.
not seen one media outlet.
It was like Thursday or Friday.
Because they don't want to go opposite of the last one that happened. They want that to stay in the spotlight instead of this.
Well, you mean Valverde? You mean, right?
Yeah, because take away guns and all that shit. This won't help that.
The security guard is literally on the phone with 911 at the time, and you can hear him yelling to the two vice principals. It was two vice principals saying, "Don't let them in! Don't let them in!" I don't know what the fuck this dude was thinking.
I'm confused. Yeah,
like they pulled up in 3 stolen fucking vehicles, got out with guns, and he said, "Hey, the police are in the way. I'm going to protect you from them."
Yeah, I don't. And then
that
afterwards,
makes no fucking sense.
And then even afterwards, the cops came in and arrested them, but let 2 go. Yeah, they ran, but then they caught them, and then 2 were let go on their own recognizance.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Like,
where did this take place?
I feel like something's missing.
Where did this take place at? I'm just curious.
Ohio.
Okay.
I don't remember where.
It's not important, but I'm just curious.
So I understand it was like a breezeway he let them in, like the school, but you just penetrated your first door of defense.
Yeah.
To bring now armed kids closer to that second door to get them in. I'm sure you don't have bulletproof glass, so I'm confused on why you call the police and then you're like, yeah, hey, come in here, buds. Hey guys, come in here and don't shoot the kids, but just hang out here till the police get here. We'll make sure they don't shoot you. We won't let them Freddie Gray you. Just come sit here, and I promise everything will be all right. Yeah, that was the dumbest white people shit I have ever seen in my fucking life. This is what happens when white people fucking get involved in fucking situations with the media that they have no fucking clue what's happening. This stupid white fucking vice principal felt bad for fucking black people who have been abused by police, and he wanted to fucking protect 4 black teens who...
Were they black? Because I didn't see that.
They were African American teens.
They were black?
Wow. I believe all 4 were black. Damn.
It's a miracle, though. Okay, that made it... Yeah, I didn't know that. I did not know that.
I don't give a fuck if they're black, white, Chinese.
No, it doesn't matter.
The fact that
you pulled up to my school in 3 cars
with guns.
Yeah, you have 3 stolen vehicles whipping up in my school with guns outside. I don't give the fuck if the police light your little ass up or not. If you don't listen and you don't put the gun down, get shot. Get fucked, kid.
Down.
When I was thinking about this earlier, I was trying to role play it in my head, you got Vice Principal Mr. Patterson here. I'm just naming him, and you got Dante, Jamar, and whoever walking up.
Wow,
does he know these kids?
That's some pretty random black names. That's some pretty random.
You said they were black, so I'm pulling out black names. Do you want 2 more?
Raquan.
I like that. Dante, Jamar, Raquan, and Ray Ray are walking up to this vice principal.
Shaniqua.
Does he know them?
Shaniqua.
Does he know them? Are they walking with their guns let us in the fucking school, motherfucker? Or is they walking hey, Mr. Patterson, what are you guys doing with guns? Come in here. I don't understand.
I don't think everything I saw, he didn't know them. And they were aware they had weapons before they got in that door. The only logical thing when I sat down and think about this earlier was maybe he thought if there's a shootout in front of the school, it could go worse for our kids seeing that or being near that. So maybe if I just hold them in here to where they can't get in or out, maybe that helps calm the situation down. But
they're still in the building.
After all the school shootings that have been taking place, the last thing I probably would have done is let somebody with a gun into the school a little farther. You know, it's like,
that could have escalated so much fucking worse than what.
I mean, obviously, all the cops, retired cops who've covered the story, like the small outlets who've covered the story, they all said that the 2 vice principals were fucking idiots, pretty much. And they need to be terminated and never work with children again.
Yeah.
I tend to agree.
You put kids at risk because of your stupidity.
He had that. What's that? The saving thing about him. Like he wanted to. I guess maybe he thought these kids could be. They were young. He didn't want to see them murdered. Type thing. I don't know. If my kid went to that school, I would be showing up to that motherfucking principal's house or vice principal's house with a gun to see if he let me in the first barrier of his home. Around his family, like he did to my kid, you know, I'd see that first. And if he was dumb to do that in his own home, I might be like, all right, I'm going to chalk this one up that this guy's just a fucking retard. But apparently anybody can be vice principals these days. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to see anybody die, but still.
But that could have escalated so much fucking worse. And the fact that it doesn't make a difference. Like the color aspect doesn't make a difference here. Now you're talking human lives. And this could have escalated so much fucking worse. Didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, you're good.
This could have escalated so much so fucking bad.
Well, when they asked him why, he didn't even say, I thought maybe this was better than having a shootout in front of the school. He didn't. He just said, I wanted to protect them from the police.
I wanted to protect them from the police.
So why did you call them?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You should have just went out to the parking lot. Hey, you four,
never mind, guys.
You knuckleheads, come here. Guys, listen, if you're not going to go to school today, you can't hang out here with guns, okay? Come back without the guns, all right? If
we'll
not,
we'll talk.
You know, we'll talk tomorrow, guys. Just get out of here. I mean, you guys are silly.
And send them on the way.
Go shoot somewhere else. Go 5 blocks down. Hey, go watch the YouTube video of how that guy gunned all those guys down in Texas. You know, go see how he did that. You guys are fucking up already. You came in too hot.
Yeah.
I doubt they even watched it.
Yeah. No, I mean, they weren't there to shoot the school up either. Like, that wasn't like, I think they were just dumb kids. I think the situation was outplayed a little bit. Like, they were just dumb kids. They might have went to the school. I don't know. I think they just pulled up to the school and, they might have been, nobody ever said if they were students there or not. That was the other problem. The vice principal never admitted if they were students or not.
It probably
so it might have been,
probably weren't.
Well, it might have been one of those things too. Like he might have recognized them and like, goddamn idiots.
Fucking Dante.
Goddamn fucking Jamar. Shit.
Bunch of wannabe stupid gangbanger homies and whatnot. Whatever the fuck they want to be called.
Jamar, you live in the fucking gated community. Get your stupid ass in this fucking
breezeway.
What the fuck now? I know NBA Youngboy carries a gun, but god damn it, you're not him.
His nickname was Tron. His real name's Clarence, but
just because you have a gun doesn't mean you're a fucking rapper. Please get in the breezeway and rap about this.
Have a really good marriage.
Yeah,
I knew you'd catch that. I knew you'd fucking catch that.
I just want to know why, like, nobody's covering it. They're like, we were so gun safety.
Maybe they saw how stupid it is.
We were so gun safety. We were so this and this, and it's like, yo, you have a prime example on the Democratic side to be like, hey, look at these kids with guns, and they were allowed to enter a school.
That's why they didn't cover it.
All the news outlets were like, not one bullet. If one bullet would have got fired, it would have been covered. You saw it on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. If one bullet would have got shot, they'd have covered it.
Because they didn't cover it because nobody was killed, right? And they were black. Had they been white and they didn't get killed, then they would have covered it. But because these were black teens that got released, they couldn't play that whole narrative.
Them kids were lucky.
That's true.
Them kids were lucky they didn't get shot by police.
Right?
Acting just fucking stupid.
Fuck. So, we needed them to get shot, so we had a topic.
I know, right?
Hey, can you forward kids, if you see this video on YouTube, can you go back to the school with a gun again? And this time fired in the air a couple fucking times or something for us, please?
Don't hit it.
You're ruining our fucking clip.
Yeah, you shoot it in the air. Next thing you know, you got 50 state troopers pointing guns, and then one kid gets shot dead.
Yeah.
Damn it, Terrell.
Can't hear you, McDermott.
I think you did something. You did something to your mic when you hit the table.
He banged the table.
Bro, I knew my elbow hit something. That fucking shit hurt like a motherfucker, bro.
See what your anger does, huh?
Yo, I really fucking Conor McGregor the shit out my fucking table, bro. Like, I fucking swear to God, my elbow's broke now.
Your whole camera vibrated. I thought it was like
I was so mad that they didn't give us a fucking topic to fucking discuss that we could go viral on because these kids wanted to. No, we're gonna have guns, but we're not gonna shoot them. Fuck. Stop being different, dude. Fuck, follow people, motherfuckers. God
well,
damn.
Unfortunately, racism is dead. There's
no
real racist alive in the world. But
I don't know. McDermott has a plan.
But in our hearts, there's still one racist that kind of follows us around, and that is Captain Steve Rogers. May in fact be a racist.
Wait, was he the guy in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
No. Captain America.
That's Captain America, bud. Steve Rogers.
Oh, I didn't see the shield.
What the hell did you think it was?
I was looking at his face, bro. I was like, yo, is that fucking Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, bro?
So
that's my fault. That's my fault.
Hail Hydra. So Marvel may have inadvertently revealed that Steve Rogers here is in fact a racist. During a scene in the Avengers Infinity War movie, when the Avengers are attempting to protect Vision, right? Because Thanos and his army is coming after the Mind Stone that's attached to Vision's forehead. Captain America makes comments, "We don't trade lives here," basically saying, "Just let me go." You know, Vision had been saying like, "Don't risk your lives to protect me," and so Captain America said, "We don't trade lives here." But moments later, Mr. Rogers here is more than happy to send the Wakandan forces out to fight Thanos' army as people are just dying left and right. Not surprising though. You got to figure, Cap here is from the 20s, and probably didn't view black people as human at the time. I mean, a lot of racists back then. So for him, just to send these Wakandans out there, these African soldiers out there, it's like, oh, it's just
correct.
Yeah, just throwing them to the wolves, right? So we know Captain America's real agenda here.
Yeah, Craig, go out and fight for us, pussy. Hey, yo, I just looked over, bro. We've been streaming for 69 minutes.
69.
69.
Yeah, hey, Craig, you're lucky that we're not fucking Captain America, bitch, or you be fighting for us, you motherfucker.
Oh, fuck you, man. Take my black
Craig,
take my Black Panther bra and just claw your ass to death.
You're the biggest racist I've ever met, bro. This shit's crazy, bro. You're fucking racist as shit, bro. Call me a cracker and shit.
That and what you say about your own kind, too.
What? They are
assholes. That's crazy. Crazy. You're a race traitor.
No, black man, not the other one. There's a difference.
So, when we talk about comedy, I'm not usually a big fan of, the woke leftist political comedy, but every once in a while you do hear something that's kind of funny. Did any of you guys hear, it was recently, like it wasn't that long ago, like maybe a couple weeks ago, of a comedian, her name's Ariel Elias.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her?
Does she have big eyeballs?
Yeah, a little bit. But, anyway, she was doing a comedy show, like I said, not that long ago, and you could tell by her jokes that she was mostly on the leftist side of that argument, and roles were kind of switched for a moment as an obvious Trump supporter, probably sounded like they were drunk, started kind of shouting at her. So I'm gonna share the video. Apparently, there's a new feature here on Discord that should work. Hopefully.
I didn't know this.
We'll see how it works.
Lit. When
Tell me if you guys, I guess, with an update.
For Donald Trump. Did I vote for
Donald Trump? It's in my ear, yeah.
What do you think? No. Okay. Here's the question true. Why would you ask me that in here, knowing I'm the only Jew in this room? Are you trying to get me killed? If it makes you feel any better, I vote in New York. My vote doesn't matter there. It doesn't matter here either. It doesn't matter, guys. Guys, everybody vote for whoever you want to vote. I don't care who you voted for. I'm just happy we're all here together.
So you voted for Biden.
Huh. I don't know. Why does it matter? Yeah, so what? Why does it matter?
I can just tell by your jokes you voted for Biden.
All right. I can tell by the fact that you're still talking when nobody wants you to that you voted for Trump.
That was a pretty good. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
All right, make some noise if you want her to shut up. But I did ask if anybody had any questions. I didn't think it was going to be. That's on me. That was on me for thinking I could have a human interaction.
It gets a little bit more hectic here in a second.
No, look, I'm such an insecure person. Here, I'll tell you the rest of that bit, and then we'll move on. I'm so insecure.
Right here.
I went and got an IUD.
Oh,
Bam.
shit!
The guy that was with her hurled a beer at her, and she does what the best thing. She picks it up and chugs it. I was quite impressed
That's
with
pretty
that.
boss.
With all the
Not gonna
latest
lie, that was pretty
uh,
boss.
Check out these other
That was pretty
videos
good.
and don't forget to subscribe.
That was pretty
So.
boss.
Is it still showing up in your corner?
Yeah.
Danny G is playing Watch Together. Did you click it too, Danny?
I guess.
Oh, there you go.
Yay!
So,
We figured it out.
yeah, it's a new thing. It must have just came out with an update. I was just going to share my screen, but they must have added that on. I was hoping that the audio would come through. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I usually don't support, any type of leftist, but I had to give her credit. She handled that very, very well. I mean, you could tell the look of surprise on her face at first, and then she was like, you know what? She was interviewed shortly after, and she even said, she goes, I wonder if it would be funny if I just drank this beer. And so she holds it and chugs that motherfucker.
I'm not gonna
She
lie.
had balls. She had
Just
balls to pull it off. So
by
I
the
can't
way-
get mad at her for that.
By the way both of them acted, I would have thought that the political roles were reversed.
Absolutely. That's what I thought.
She handled that like a true
Like a G.
conservative Republican. The other person, I'm ashamed that they're a conservative. But then again, I'm also not one that judges people based on their political background. Considering one of my best friends is, the other side.
Yeah.
Listen, I think that's the
Come
problem
to the
though
dark side.
is none of this shit would have happened with Trump supporters if you actually showed the real Trump supporter. You showed
Exactly.
people like that in the crowd that makes Trump look better. And I'm sure there's Biden supporters that do the same shit, but they weren't
Mhm.
They
shown.
do. They do.
So it's like
They do.
you choose each year, every 4 years, whatever side you want. If you want Republican in office this time, you're going to show the worst side of the Democrats possible this election.
And
If
vice
you want
versa.
Democrats to stand, you're going to
Vice
show the
versa.
worst Republicans possible. That's the problem.
I'm surprised that Democrats
That
haven't
happens every
taken
4
that
years.
video and used that as this is your MAGA Republicans. This is your
Well, they don't have to. Trump's done, bro.
extremists and all that shit. Like, I'm surprised the Democrats haven't done that yet.
If a Republican wins office this coming election, it's not going to be Trump anyway. Trump's
Oh,
done.
I know.
If Trump was,
But I don't
if
think
Trump
he's
was-
out of everything. I think
He'll
he's done
still
as
be involved with
president.
the. He'll still be involved with the Republican Party.
Yes, I think he's done as president.
Somehow, but
Trump-
yeah, he's not.
Trump
But I
has.
think he'll be
Trump
something
has.
else.
This is him to the Republican Party. He's got a vice grip on that party right now.
I mean, not just that, but he's gonna be part of something.
Mhm.
He's probably done as president, but he's gonna be part of something.
if Trump
period.
was smart, and this has nothing to do with the right versus left, me personally, if Trump was smart, don't run. Because honestly, I could tell when his last day in office, he looked physically exhausted. Like, man, this job was more than what I thought it was going to be.
I don't know, man. He was out there on at least on January 6th. He was out there.
Here was-
like,
He looked physically beat.
yeah, go motherfucker.
He looked beat.
Yeah, here was my thing with Trump, and I hate to make it because I feel like I'm sounding like we're just giving in. But after everything that happened after he got elected, I almost don't want him to run again because I don't know that I can go through that again. And I feel like I'm saying like I'm giving in, but I've kind of in these last couple months I stopped paying attention to some of the political stuff because it was just making me even feel worse. Like, this is why for years I didn't watch the news.
Yeah.
I used to
That's
consider
why I got.
I used to go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's why I got off Facebook and stopped using it. Period. Because I mean, the news shit people posted, like that should just depress the fuck out of me. And I agree with that. That not like giving in, but there's other people who carry the same agenda. And I'm not just saying it's Trump's agenda. I'm saying it's an American agenda.
It might be similar to his agenda,
right?
But it's
similar
not.
to where, like, the things that you want for this country are just simple. It's just simple human fucking thinking.
It doesn't need to be complicated.
No, and that's the thing. Like that's the whole. Like I said, there's plenty of other Republicans that carry that same agenda or similar agenda, and I hope they run.
I just don't want Trump to win again, bro, because
the media is going to have a field day with him.
Well, not even that. Not even that. It's that whatever he does as president, that he doesn't speak the best. He doesn't say the best things. I agree. But our economy was the best it's been in a long fucking time. And I don't want to get spoiled like that for another 4 years just to know the next Republican that would come in office is not going to be able to do it how he did it. Trump is a business, unless we would get another businessman in office on the Republican side, we're never going to have an economy like that.
Not only businessman, but respect. Like, people feared him, but people also respected him at the same time. That's why we were able to get the deals that we got with other countries, because of the respect for him.
That's where I disagree as a Republican person, though, is I'm smart enough to know that the deals were getting done not because they respected Trump, because behind the scenes, Trump was offering them other shit
absolutely.
that we weren't aware. Like, hey, we'll give you these 15,000 kids for cheaper oil. Okay, you'll take that? Switch them. Hey, we'll give you this, but you can bring this into the United States, and we'll hide the bans on like the manufacturing of this kind of like toxic product, but nobody will talk about it because we're gonna get this for hundreds of dollars cheaper than what you normally pay. I mean, it's just when the economy's that good, you don't ask why is it this good. It's probably because behind the scenes a lot of sketchy deals are being done. But you know what? I don't give a fuck because I don't pay much in this economy then. Now it's like, yeah, our economy sucks. And we're just kind of bitches right now.
Also, during his reign, like, we were importing less and exporting more. Like,
yeah, but
like
do you know why also?
And also because more jobs, like, instead of sending factories and jobs overseas.
Yeah, we brought the Chinese people over here to run the factories here. Though. That's why.
So?
No, I'm just saying we didn't we created more jobs, yes, but the Chinese were still in charge of those factories over here, and our exporting looked good because we were sending that shit back to China for us to rebuy over here. I mean.
America's always going to be in a dick measuring contest with China when it comes to certain things, and that's just going to be the way it is. Honestly, I understand. Go ahead.
I haven't hated every Democrat either. Like, I am a Republican view. Like, I not like a hardcore Republican, but like I have the Republican.
McDermott voted for Hillary, just so y'all know.
Fuck no, absolutely not.
But as a Democrat, I hate that.
There are some Democrats that like. I think with the Democratic way, it's hard to be like, gosh. But like, there are some Democrats that, for some reason, aren't running for office that are governors and shit. It's like, yo, you have a business mindset. Why are you not? I don't give a fuck if you're Democrat or Republican. If you have a business mindset and you can make our economy great, I don't give a fuck if you're afraid to push the nuke button or not. Because I mean. We pulled our balls out on fucking Russia and Russia and China right now, and pretty much said, "Hey, we have a bitch for a president," and they're still not doing shit. So I don't. That's World War don't bother me because nobody's gonna pull the trigger on anybody in a world war. Because you pull that trigger, the world ends.
It's all about those powers that be. They don't want the business mindset of a Democrat to run because they want to spend as much fucking money as they can. That's what they're doing.
It's funny you say about the nuclear button, and if you want my opinion, it seems like it's the cool thing to do with all these countries who are a nuclear power. Everybody has them, nobody has the balls to use them.
Well, I mean, I hope not.
I hope not
I
because
hope we don't see that day.
I was gonna say, well,
We won't, because
I don't know.
as soon as you
It's-
nuke us, you're not. There's no nuke big enough to take out the entire United States.
No, there's no.
And I will
And
tell you
as
that
soon
there
as
is
you fire it, the
underground
underneath
shit.
coming back.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And there's underground shit that, like, yeah, if you blow some of us up, they're just going to be sending another one back at you to blow you back up too. And I will tell you that from like research and shit, the United States has stuff outside of our perimeter
in other
that like
countries.
shoots this shit down anyway. Like, it will not make it into the United States for the most part, unless they got some high def shit, which I can tell you Russia probably does not.
No.
Because I'm 90% sure we sell old parts, like old like ammunitions, and a lot of our non-used fucking military stuff is sold to other countries.
Well, I
So-
mean, we sell everything. to
Basically, the
enemies.
shit we don't want, you can have and make your own little
Yeah, hey,
rinky-dink
Taliban.
Yeah.
weapons.
Taliban,
But
here you
still,
go.
when it comes to us with America,
Take our tanks.
you could have them, but we still got the best weapons. Don't fuck with us when it comes to.
Oh, they're trying.
America.
I mean, we're Tony Starking the fuck out of that. We're selling all of our fucking weapons to the enemies.
Because we're the country that has we're the cool kids with the cool weapons.
I just, yeah, that shit, like, people have been freaking out. Oh my God, we're gonna get nuked. No, bro. It's like, even if somebody pushes the button,
It's not gonna reach.
75% chance that it's gonna get shot down before it reaches. Yeah, it might take out one of those little piss poor countries before us.
In our
You
country,
know, like Hawaii or something. But
in our
like,
country, you have a better chance of getting shot by a cop than getting hit by a nuke from another
Honestly-
country.
or in our country, you have a better chance at a vice principal letting 4 armed kids into your school.
I think Japan has a
Exactly.
better chance on nuking us than Russia does right now.
I was saying,
Japan-
Japan.
Japan's already been through that. They're like, no.
Yeah,
Well,
they're still feeling
no,
it.
Japan no.
Hey,
well,
listen.
Japan knows don't fuck with us.
That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna say,
Japan's like,
if Japan
"Ooh,
fucks
oh,
with us
got
again,
that."
all we gotta do is be like, whisper in their ear, Hiroshima. That's all you gotta do. Hiroshima.
Nigga suck.
That's why your kids are still being born with 3 toes and 5 wieners, bitch.
See what happens
Fuck
when
with us again.
see what happens when you
Oh, arigato.
see what happens when you want to start a fight with the big boy. This big boy put his foot up
See?
your ass.
And that's what happened. Look at the Chinese to Japanese people, right? The Chinese people that come over here, businessmen, they work in offices, suits, ties, calculating, you know.
That's all they
They
know how to
work
do is
like
work.
that, right? Japan comes over here, you're sushi chefs. Keep playing with us, motherfuckers.
Yeah, what? What?
We ain't putting you in no office with a cubicle, bitch. You're a sushi chef, you piece of shit.
I don't care if it's China or Japan. All I know is they got some
Or they're doing
amazing.
them
They got some
weird
amazing orange chicken.
Or they're
Just saying.
doing them weird
That's,
game shows and shit.
Right,
that's not
that is-
real Chinese food, right?
Right, that's
Americanized.
American Chinese food, you dickhead.
I don't care. It still tastes good. I don't care. I
Yeah,
don't give a fuck where it
I
came
really
from.
love that fucking that
I
popcorn
like that,
shrimp they do.
that General Tso's chicken.
I love the
I really love.
I don't care.
I really
as
love
long as
that
it
Chinese
tastes good.
pizza.
I don't give a
I
shit
love the
where it's
mozzarella
from.
sticks from the Chinese buffet.
Those Chinese.
Wait,
that
the Chinese have
mac and
mozzarella
cheese-
sticks? Fuck yeah!
That Chinese mac and cheese is fucking cheesy as fuck.
Hey, y'all got some more of them French fries?
Dude, the Chinese have fucking crab legs there too. God damn.
Yo, their Jello is also better than anybody's.
But no, the
Yo,
mozzarella.
the Chinese
dude,
has the best salad bar ever. It's like it's almost like
do.
ours.
dude, when you had me at mozzarella sticks, my boner still won't go down after I.
Yo,
Or
did you
the-
know? Yo, did
the
you
bananas
know
with the
that the
strawberry
Chinese have chocolate ice cream too? But Chinese, that's crazy. They
No
they
fucking
even
way.
have ice cream scoops, man. Like fuck.
You gotta bring me some for real.
Craig, you're a fucking idiot.
I don't care.
Man, I fucking love that orange chicken, man. I wish they would have. I wish that was an American thing. Fuck. Well, Craig, I'm here to tell you, bud, that the white people created that shit and made the fucking Chinese motherfuckers cook it.
Well,
That's why there's cat in that shit now.
best
Hey,
cat.
I'm good with
hey,
it.
Best cat you'll ever eat.
Yeah, facts.
Best
Bro,
cat
my
you'll ever eat.
I
grandma,
don't know.
my grandma
If
says
you
that
had-
shit, bro. I don't give a fuck if it's cat, rat, whatever the fuck that shit is. That shit is amazing. I'm gonna keep
Yep,
eating
yep.
that shit.
I'm the same way. I'll eat a pig's ass if they cook it right.
Bro, I've been eyeing up my cat at the house, bro, and because it's getting fat and shit. I'm like, oh my god, you be the best chicken and broccoli right now.
Does
too.
anybody remember the bamboo garden back downtown years and years and years ago?
Yeah, they used to
Mhm.
steal neighborhood cats. bro.
Yeah, chances are we all probably had cat at least
Yeah.
once, and it was delicious.
I never ate there, so I'm good.
You never ate there, not once. Wow,
Bro, I will tell you. I
was
will tell
young
you
when
this.
They were there.
I will tell you this. I will get into a actually, I had a surprise little story time if we had time for it. It's like a couple seconds story. It's how I almost lost my job today.
I'm done.
I almost got fired today, and I was trying so hard to keep this hidden from you all day, Marine, because I wanted to call and tell you how I fucked up so bad. But anyway, let me get to this one. The old Chinese buffet, like the couple owners ago Chinese buffet around here, above my alley, all 30 of them people used to live in this house above me, right? Tell me why when they lived there, we had no fucking neighborhood cat. Like, we used to have like 20 of them bitches running around. I swear to God, a week went by and they fucking got them all. And like, I know they got them because they had cages in the yard with fucking cat food in it to trap them. So I'm like, huh.
Damn.
They gotta fatten them bitches up.
I'm gonna come up to my alley.
Well, they all got deported back. ICE raided their house. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. Have you ever seen ICE agents in town raid something? I have not. And I will tell you what, I loved watching them take them Asian women out because a lot of them were not dressed.
Yeah, but a whole other, there's been multiple other boats of them that came over. I need.
Yeah, but the house got sold, so I don't know where they're at now.
I don't know
they
where
migrated.
either, but they need to get over here to my alley.
They migrated. All right, but anyway.
To the west side.
To the west side. Yeah, a lot of neighborhood cats are going missing in the west side now. Weird.
I haven't seen one.
Well, wherever you see nobody complaining about outside cats is probably where they're at. But so
It's good eating.
so we have big tours that come through my work, right? Like big tour, like bro, like these people are like some high up, like the one guy was in like straight, like he was some like commander or like the Navy, like dude was like a high ranking officer. I think a lot of like fancy dressed up like people like just touring like our place. Like I think they were like a buyer or some shit. So they're walking around and I guess they confused me with an engineer because there was two engineers standing where like my workstation is and they were working on something.
Did they talk to you yet?
Well, so it's like 17 of them and they kept getting in my way and I'm like doing my job and like two of them look over at me and like they start asking me questions about how you do your job. Like, what piece in this machine runs to like know this and know this and know this? How does it know the altitude of this and this and this? And I looked at him and the McDermott in me came out, bro. I couldn't hold it back. And I said, but I don't fucking know. I said, I make $14.70 an hour. I just hit stop, go, and close the fucking drawer.
Nothing wrong with being dead honest.
And the tour guide is staring at me. And I was like, oh shit. So I looked at him. I was like, luckily the guy smiled because he's like, I said, yeah, but I don't know what to tell you, man. I said, I don't even know what the fuck I'm testing, to be honest with you.
I don't even understand what you just asked me.
You were being dead honest. I don't see any big deal of doing that. I mean, at least you could have lied to him and made the situation worse.
Well, it's because word for word, I just said this to probably one of like the biggest buyers. I said, but I don't fucking know. I make $14.70 an hour.
Yeah, I mean,
I just close drawers and hit go.
in a business point of view, you know, obviously you did the absolute wrong thing, but it's the exact thing that I expect you to do, and that's why I love you.
You expect anything different?
I was different because most people wouldn't say anything like that. They would just be like.
And that's where
habla inglés.
And honestly, as a business aspect, I like the language could have been toned down a little bit, but at least you were being fucking honest with me.
Well, my boss, my supervisor came over to me and he said, so you make fucking $14.70 an hour, huh? I was like, oh, you heard about that? He goes, yeah, they were making fun of you. I said, well, go fucking figure. He said, yeah, they mistook you for an engineer. I said, I don't know what the fuck they thought that was. I said, they should have saw me fumble the fucking thing when I went to put it in the drawer and dropped it like that. I don't know what the fuck. But what made it worse, what I almost got in trouble for, is because our two dipshit engineers were working on a machine and they've been doing this shit for like 2 weeks. They can't fix it. And when the guy asked me, like, he was like, so like you're not too sure what happens. And I was like, but I don't ask questions because I don't want the FBI to be like looking at me and shit. So he like me and him are having like a conversation because like
really
now he's
are.
intrigued because now
Next
he's like,
time they're gonna
"Fuck, this
hide you
dude's-"
in the back.
well, now I'm thinking like now I'm like, yo, if I keep making this guy laugh, he might get me a job higher up just because like he might enjoy my company or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
So like I think I crossed a
you
I
turn-
think I crossed a line when he was like, so like you don't know how this stuff works. I said, no, but apparently the two engineers behind me, you don't know how this shit works either because they can't fix that. That's where I fucked up though. That's where my boss got on my ass about. He's like,
No, and then he walked in on you in the bathroom, wiping your ass at the sink.
I don't do that on daylight, bro, because there's so many people that come by, and I will tell you what, bro, that security guard has to look at me every morning now when I go to fucking scan my badge at the gate because he stands at the gate in the morning. So now me and him make eye-to-eye contact every morning. I scan my badge and I make sure I fucking go slow as shit. I'm just
Oh, too. Just look at him and be like, what's up, bud?
and I make sure he sees my butt wiping hand touch something that he has to touch too when I put my hand back in the car.
So at the same time, you're fucking with him, but you're being ever so seductive with the situation
Yeah.
too.
So your conversation with this, you know, big
Apparently these
higher
two
up,
engineers don't know what's going on.
that is the whole reason at your last job why Storytime worked so well,
It did.
because you're intriguing, and
Well, I will tell you what.
you know how to bring them in, and then you got
I will tell you what. My supervisor could not stop crying from him like, yo, did you really say that shit? And I was like, bro, yes, everything they told you, I said. He goes, wow. He said, you know, there's some people that can probably never get you, like, make sure you never have a job again. I was like, dude, you got to risk it for the biscuit, man. I said, I make $14.70 an hour like I fucking told them. I said,
you didn't do
I had an
anything wrong.
opportunity to fucking suck some wiener out there and get bumped up above your pay grade, motherfucker. I said I was about to be your boss if I kept making them laugh.
Right. I mean, you didn't do anything wrong. You weren't insubordinate on anything. You didn't.
No. Well, my big boss though, like, she was like, she gave me like the sigh and the head shake, and she goes, "Oh man, there's always one." She goes, "I've never had that one." She goes, "We're gonna have to hide you on tours. We're gonna have to find something for you to do."
Next time, I guarantee you'll be in the back and nobody's even gonna know you're there.
They're gonna put your ass in the room and the sign
To be-
says "Do
to
not
be fair,
open."
to be
We're gonna
fair,
send you
my,
home early.
to be fair, my supervisor though,
Give him
like,
the day off.
like he did take up. He's like, yeah, they actually didn't like say anything bad about him though. Like they actually were like, yeah, he was probably the most honest person they've met so far. And I was
Exactly.
like,
You were
yeah,
being
'cause
honest. You were being
Yeah,
dead
but
fucking
that-
honest.
The problem with that, though, you made unintentionally. You made everybody else look bad because now they think everybody else is fucking lying to them.
Mhm. Would you rather? Would you rather I lie to you, or basically tell you something that makes me sound like I'm more full?
well, and I
You were
got
being
my
honest.
I got my big boss because like she was like, why did you? I said, listen, the tour guide was watching them talk to me and ask me questions, and he didn't stop him. He didn't do his fucking job. It ain't my fault. I said, I make $14.70 an hour, motherfucker. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to these. We didn't have a class in orientation to sit down and say, hey, when we have visitors walk through, just nod your head and shake your head.
Exactly.
Don't talk to them. I don't fucking know. I'm just being honest because I'm not going to tell them, yeah, I'm testing the altitude and the longitude and the fucking magnitude. I don't know these fucking words. I said, I put fucking things in a tester. I shut the fucking drawer. I go to the computer. I hit go and I sit here until it's done after 15 minutes. And I fucking write the numbers down if they pass, and I take them out and put 4 more in. That's all. I don't even know what the fuck this shit goes on until last week when we watched a fucking video about it. I had no idea. I said, I thought we were actually making little fucking bombs. I didn't know that this shit went in bigger shit. I had no fucking clue how this shit works. I told her, I was yelling at her. I was like, I had a 2.7 GPA in high school. I don't fucking know what this shit is. I just know how to fucking turn the computer off and on, bitch. God damn.
All right,
And I showed up to work for you.
All right, tell me this much: did the engineers get in any trouble after you ratted them out?
No.
They get in trouble. They get
No.
paid.
Not yet.
They get paid
They were
to
laughing.
not get in trouble.
The one was laughing, bro, because he fucked with me. He was like, he said, bro, you could at least said like we've been working on it today to like make it seem like we've been doing something. I was like, bro, I thought I was giving you all credit that you've been down here every day for weeks trying to work this. He goes, no, this is like a fucking like hour problem. We're trying to drag this shit out.
Now they have a
I feel you,
deadline.
bro.
You were
So
being honest.
Hey, if they do hide you like on the next tour.
Nah, they won't.
Just if they do, just know for a fact that won't be the first job that wants to do that.
Well, I told my.
Still try to sneak out.
It's happened before.
Just give him.
I told my supervisor. I said,
"Tell him give you the day off."
Well, I told my supervisor. I said it's crazy because like I'm not supposed to be doing this job anymore, but I had to fill in for this guy this week. It's weird. If you would have just let me stay in the other line, I'd have been on break at this time. But no, you just wanted me to run these things, and I have no fucking clue what I'm fucking running. I just put them in and say yes or no, and I sit here and twiddle my thumbs. But he's like, before I left, he's like, "Fuck, man." He goes, "We might get more tours now just to request your dumbass."
So
he's like, "You might have just sold." I said, "Bro, put me in marketing. I will sell the fuck out of something. I don't know what the fuck I'm selling, but I'm gonna sell that shit. I'm gonna tell them it blows up a whole country. I don't fucking know."
Oh my god.
Tell them about your gay porn company. They'll sell that. They'll buy that in a heartbeat.
I'm gonna be like, "Look, guys, I started from the bottom and now I'm here." Okay. I went from $14.70 an hour, one of those Sarah McLachlan videos in the arms of an angel. I was eating Fruit Loops off the dirty floor. That's how poor I was in this company. But I grinded. You know, I couldn't wash my butt at home, so I had to come in here in the sink and I had to clean that thing. Security guards caught me. They thought I was wanking it. Right? No. I was grinding away. And finally, I'm here today in front of you to sell you the Nuclear Bomb 5000.
Nuclear Bomb 5000.
Okay, daytime Emmy.
Oh shit!
Thank you.
That was awesome.
That was great. That was
Thank you. All true, by the way. All fucking true.
We believe it. With that being said, I think that's about going to do it for us on this wonderful Tuesday evening. Terrific Tuesday.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
We love you, folks. Please hit that subscribe button, please, pretty please. We'd like
Fuck
to see
you, motherfuckers.
No show this coming weekend. You know, my man, big old BP. Let's get a congratulations for his birthday, or not birthday. This is
his birthday.
For his wedding.
Happy birthday
for his wedding.
He finally found the man of his dreams.
My man's finally gonna tie the knot with Archie.
It's finally legal in Maryland.
Yep.
What's a bachelor party?
We chose not to do one fully because she did not want me to get arrested, and which is fair.
Yeah, a year ago. Do you remember the plan from a year ago?
I know a little Asian.
Yeah,
I know a little Asian dude. We could
have a great time. Nobody had money, bro.
Well, nobody had money, and the person that you wanted to put it together.
I didn't want him to plan it.
Idiot. So
I never had him planning it anyway.
But also, you know, let's get a shout out for my man Craig too. Today's his birthday, big 4-0. You old fuck.
I still look good.
You do. You look sexy.
Thanks.
So
still look good.
We'll pick it back up next week.
Bye.
Yep. Fuck you.
Good night, Buffalo.
Bye.
You in fucking Buffalo.
You in fucking Georgia.
Oh.